I want to briefly talk about what I consider for a niche before I go over my favorite and least favorite. Now, there's a lot of things, but I want to boil this down into four things I'm considering. The first one is the total addressable market. That's how many people are there. If you have somebody where they only have 2,000 people they can sell to, let's say they're operating in a small European country and they only target a specialized type of doctor. Well, maybe cold email would do well. Actually, it probably would. However, you're just going to run through contacts so fast that you won't be able to justify a retainer or even a large one time payment because the market size is so small. So I generally avoid those. Now, I will sell them consulting to show them how to do it themselves, but I don't like to manage for them. The second thing I consider is a sales cycle. Now, this is not a make or break for me, but some agencies that work with, or just companies that work with really big other companies, may have a 1 year sales cycle. So the buyback period from your service to revenue might be longer, but as long as that's communicated and it's clear, it doesn't bother me, but it is something that I consider. The third thing is lifetime value and margins. Lifetime value is really important. If your client sells something that's $30 a month and their average lifetime value is 6 months, you're probably not going to be profitable with cold email. This goes for a lot of software companies that are lower ticket. They may have a great product, but if they don't have enterprise or scaled pricing, it likely doesn't make sense. Now, the second thing on that is margin. Sometimes you'll work with somebody that has a higher price point, but maybe they're in the product business and their margins just aren't very good. Because I want to make sure it's a no brainer where my client makes more than they pay me, so they keep paying me. Because if we go back a couple other businesses, when I just talked about what is a B2B lead gen agency, the whole concept is you make your clients more money than they pay you. So I want to understand this upfront so expectations are set for what will and won't be profitable. Now, the fourth thing here is going to be competition. I'm considering how competitive is what they offer. Sometimes you'll find businesses where they're the only person in their market or one of 100, and sometimes it's an agency that has no differentiating factors and they're selling to the same audience every single other person is selling to. So I try to avoid those because even though you can get them results, it'll take 3 to 4 times more effort than another business which I would rather work with. So I am considering how competitive their service and their niche they're targeting is. And the final thing is targeting laws and red tape. There are some businesses I don't like to target just for liability or legal reasons, or if it's something that's very sensitive, I generally like to stay away from it. Now, I know there's money in a lot of these spaces, I just don't want to deal with it. So, those are the five main things I consider. There's obviously more, but I just wanted to plant a seed for you to think about.